Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh my
Hold
goodness.
on 1 second.
Yeah, here we go.
Are we live? Are we
We
live?
live, man.
Blockboy SportsTalk.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Vex, man.
It's your boy Marco Polo.
What's happening, man?
It's been another wonderful week. Football, WNBA, baseball.
Sports in general, man.
Sports in general, man. We're going to dive right on into it. Let's get the WNBA right out the way.
Early. What's been
Early,
happening?
man. Asia Wilson.
Woo! Having a good
Asia
run.
Wilson, they definitely had a good run. They was up 2-1 on the Indiana Fever. Aaliyah Boston, she battled. I'm talking about they went to war. They really went to war.
Right.
They tried to send Indiana home. They tried to send Indiana home. They do not have Caitlin Clark. We don't know how long before she gets back. That's not no timetable.
Mm-hmm.
But it went down to the wire, and Indiana pulled it off, forcing a game 5. And this is the semifinals. Whoever beats them will go on to the finals to see the Mercury.
Yeah.
Because the Mercury,
Phoenix Mercury, baby.
Phoenix Mercury upset the #1 Minnesota, and Minnesota was putting them on them.
Yes.
It was an awesome game. It was a nail biter to the point where I just knew Minnesota was gonna close that game out and it tied up and forced the game 5 as well. Unfortunately, Phoenix had a different plan. They definitely had a different plan. They came out late shooting threes out of nowhere. I'm talking about they didn't. The line wasn't even what they was looking at. I'm talking about that's how far they was back
Shooting from the park
from the line.
all over the place.
All over the place. And y'all missed it, man. Check out the highlights on YouTube. But anyway, the Mercury are already in the finals. They are awaiting the winner of the Vegas and Indiana, which goes down Tuesday night in Vegas.
It's a winner go home scenario.
Winner go home, and the winner goes to the finals. The loser,
goes on vacation.
Gets the spoils.
Goes to Cabo.
Go get their nails done.
The
loser get spa time. That ain't gone
That's
fishing.
what it is. It's official right here. This is big. Put your big girl pants on.
Asia did all she can do, man. She scored 10 of their first 16 points. But we will see what goes on. We will get back to you all next Monday with the results.
Absolutely.
On that.
Hey, look, check this out. Meanwhile, y'all already know what time of year it is. It's about to be that time where they missed the October time, and y'all know that's playoffs for the MLB, and it's going down, man. Cal Raleigh, shout out to him. He had the most home runs this year, 60 home runs. But the big dumper, we've been talking about him for some time now. But we got the playoffs going on this week. The playoffs start tomorrow. The wild card. We got the Tigers and the Guardians. They play at 1:00. Padres, Cubs, Red Sox, Yankees. And then the Reds and the Dodgers to start it off for the wild card. So that's what's going on for the playoffs of the MLB, Major League Baseball. It's gonna be fun to watch, man, because man, every year it's always fun to watch.
Man, baseball season right here in the district. Unfortunately, our Nationals are not part of that situation. But we have a beautiful stadium. But right here in the DMV. For those who love our Blockboy Box Talk section of our Sports Talk, it's been no real boxing going on as of late.
Right.
So we have not came back to the prediction side. For those who are still counting the dollars from the Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight, look forward to October the 11th.
Right.
Where you got Bruce Ennis taking on, I'm not able to pronounce his first name.
Lima. Yeah. Really
right out in Philly, at the Wells Fargo Center. Shout out to Bruce Ennis. We'll see what he does as he, in my personal opinion, is the only one that Terrence Crawford should be willing to fight. He's not. I had a conversation with a couple people with Barbershop Talk. He should not go up and fight the Mexican Mafia. No, he should not do that. David Benavidez is way too big. He's a real super middleweight.
Absolutely.
So no, and he's 6-something.
Yeah.
No, that's not the answer. He's proved his greatness by beating Canelo.
Yeah.
So the best competitive fight for him right now is Bruce Ennis, which he is fighting on the 11th. at the Wells Fargo Center. He's fighting Lima. We will give you a full breakdown on that next edition of
Quick question: when is Roach is fighting Pitbull, right?
That's nothing necessarily finalized. A lot of that in the talk. The only other next major bout besides the Tank Davis spectacle is Keith Thurman versus Fondor.
Okay.
That's the next.
I like Fondor.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be. Fondor. I want to see him. I want to see what's going to happen. If he's gonna, end Keith Thurman's career, because all the Fondor's fights, like not all of them, but a lot of them been bloody.
Yeah, they get it done.
Yeah, they fight right in the kitchen. They fight right in the kitchen all night long.
Yes, sir.
You can check out his last fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we got for y'all in boxing. And we're gonna get right on to
the
what
NFL?
The major thing is.
Yeah, NFL. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about because there's a lot to be talked about.
Thursday
Let's talk about it because it should be talked about.
Thursday, Seahawks and the Cards kicked off the week, and it was a good game. Seahawks got out to a big lead on the Cardinals. They came back, looked like they was going to try to pull it off, but the Seahawks held them off with a big field goal at the end of the game. That was a good one way to start that off.
Yeah, it was Sam Darnold. He outlasted Kyler Murray. It wound up being a shootout. It went down to the end, and they held them off. That was the first of many good tight games.
Yeah.
So that was Thursday night. You want to go? Who's the Giants and the Chargers, man? Oh, you want to get right to the. One of the biggest upsets of this year.
That's what I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like,
the biggest after the debacle, after the after the Russell Wilson debacle.
Yeah.
After his last game,
he won't be playing back with the Giants no more, man.
They didn't fire the guy. He's still on the roster. If they win the Super Bowl, he will get a ring. Same thing. If Indiana win, Caleb Clark's gonna get a ring. That's neither here nor there.
He won't be playing.
What Russell Wilson can do, he can invest in more TikTok videos with Sierra because he is done. He is done. Jackson Dart is proven to be a winner. I told y'all how he came out.
Giants, y'all have found your quarterback in Jackson Dart.
Man, Jackson Dart came out firing. The hunger's been in his eyes since day one, since preseason. I told you he reminds me of Bo Nix. The boy came out hungry even after losing one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. They still went on to get the W. He did not let up. He ran hard, bounced off tackles. Shout out to Jackson Dart. Shout out to the New York Giants. Big Blue.
Tough. And we moved right there to the Giants because I was so excited about it, and I want to apologize because for those that got up early Sunday morning, over in Dublin they had a game. It had the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Vikings, man. And I'm here to tell you that game looked very lopsided at one time. Looked like the Steelers could run away from it. But due to some weird coaching decisions down the stretch, which I don't understand, Mike Tomlin didn't want to take a field goal to take his team up 2 touchdowns. He went for it late, and it got a little dicey.
It got a little sketchy. First of all, they didn't have their star quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. They had the old and rusty but kind of dependable Carson Wentz. What they say, you wince when you see it.
Right.
We had Carson Wentz at the helm, but he is a veteran, and he showed his veteranship by keeping them close into the game where they almost got the W.
I don't understand what their thought process was without taking that field goal, but they got the W.
But to start off, Aaron Rodgers came out firing. Both quarterbacks started off firing. I think, but one of them went 8 for 8, the other went 9 for 9.
Yeah.
It was a tight game.
Great game.
A lot of block punts and field goals this week.
Yes.
and what happened and what was it? What was it? Run back in that game?
Yeah. It was it was a blocked field goal. Yeah, and that was a big turning point. It was a lot of momentum that got shifted when that field goal got blocked. I know that because it messed up my parlay.
But Mike Tomlin hung on by the little thread, and him and Aaron Rodgers got that W because it was not guaranteed. It was looking real sketchy.
Right.
That was 9 o'clock in the morning for those who woke up early.
Yeah, early. If you missed that one, that was over in Dublin. And the Vikings will play again next week overseas as well. They get to stay over there and play 2 games over.
But shout out to Minnesota. They didn't take that loss too bad, man.
Yeah,
it was a close game.
Yeah, it was a close game. Jefferson was definitely a little bit salty sitting there on the sideline. Hey man, a quick. I'm touching on this game. It's not a lot to talk about. The Texans beat the brakes off the Titans. The Titans are
they got
reeling right now.
Yeah, what they basically passed out last week, they got it shoved right back in their mouth.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happened to them.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, you beat up a little boy, and then the big boy came and beat you up.
Right. And speaking of like big boy, like I said, we don't spend a lot of time on games that's blowouts. But a game that we thought was going to be a blowout that kind of turned out to be a game was the Bills against the Saints. The Saints actually showed some heart.
They came in light, and they as they say, they fought back.
They fought
because they was getting beat up.
They tried to
fight back.
They tried.
And they tried
back. Some trickery late in the game, which really was their demise. That's what happens when weaker teams they try to do too much and end up not getting it done. But they had the Bills did have a fight on their hand. The spread was a 15.5 point spread.
I thought
they covered.
I thought after the New York upset, the Giants upset, and the Chargers, that this may have been the upset week.
It would have been
almost.
But they fought. So the Saints are saying that, hey man, we're not just gonna lay down, and I appreciate that. Teams that fight, I definitely appreciate that. We had the Falcons and the Commanders. Yes.
The J.D. Fabulous Commanders.
Yes. Mariota last week played great. This week, not so much.
And not only did they not have J.D. Fab, they did not have the $30 million man, Scary Terry, either.
Injured, yep.
And not to make any excuses for the results. It was a competitive game. But when I seen the pre-conference before the game, Michael Penix came out and his attitude, it was different. He didn't care anything about the previous week. He said, I can't wait to get on the field.
Yeah.
And show y'all.
After getting that goose
and show y'all I can really play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I got beat up and I looked bad this last week. I've been practicing all week and I want to show y'all. And he did just that. I mean,
absolutely.
He came out firing. I believe this was his best game as an NFL starter. He put up a lot of yardage.
Let me say this. I took him for the Offensive Player of the Year, and it goes by the name of Bijan Robinson. Remember that name. That guy is a monster. And I got him at the beginning of the season as the Offensive Player of the Year.
If somebody's trading him for the fantasy, you might want to grab him.
He's a dog. Absolutely.
He's a monster.
And shout out to the professional football players, the professional athletes. This is, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to know that professionals are professionals for a reason. And after getting blanked last week, they came back home and showed a lot of fortitude, a lot of fight to get a victory to a team that came in that may be a little hurt, but
they came in undermatched. They didn't have their starting quarterback.
Right, but they thought that they were going to beat them.
They still thought they were going to get the W after getting the W last week. No, there's no excuses. It's 11 players on the field.
Absolutely.
But Atlanta got the W. Washington Commander fans, they're looking for JD5 return next week. That's all we got to really say about that.
That's what it is. Hey, the Lions and the Browns. The Browns kind of started off in this game like they could play. They tried to fight, you know what I mean? But they just
shout out to Flacco.
Too much outgunned. Shout out to Flacco, who may end up on the bench. They may make a move with him coming up pretty soon because he was very lackluster, need I say, in his performance.
We will see. I mean, what they gonna do? We'll see.
She do.
It's Shador's third string. We will see, though. We definitely will see what's going on.
But they ended up getting kind of like blown out. But it was a tough competitive game all the way down late in the game. But if you look at the final score, it looks worse than what it was. The Lions did what they supposed to do, which was get the victory in that game. You know what I mean?
Then we had New England and Carolina.
Oh, I want to... The Panthers... See, this is what we talk about, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers, who blanked the Atlanta Falcons last week, who looked like they might be something absolutely different than what we thought they were, who we thought they were. And they
Salt and sugar look the same.
Yeah. They got they completely mollywopped.
They are not
the Patriots. Drake May Diggs, shout out to Diggs for returning from that injury.
Shout out to New England for looking productive again.
Yes.
Shout out for New England Patriots looking like a professional football team again.
Yes.
They got them. They got their quarterback like New York's got Jackson Dart. Drake May is the answer in New England.
Yes.
And they look good. They should have got the W last week.
Yes.
They should have got that upset. So shout out to New England. Look out for New England because they're not done yet. Even though that they beat up on Carolina, it still shows their skill set. Absolutely. And we'll see what they do next week.
I think next week it may be a different story, but this week it was a little bit ugly. That's all I'm going to say. I want to use the term ugly because
that's what it was. But let's go move on to the Super Bowl defending champions. They had a war in their hand with Baker the touchdown maker. 2-3-0 teams going at it, and they win at it. Philadelphia came out swinging hard, doing they tushing and pushing, doing what they supposed to do to get their W's. And they came out to a lead, but Baker, the touchdown maker, you never could count him out. He fought back, and it was a close one at the end, but Philadelphia wound up closing out and getting a W.
Yeah, and A.J. Brown, he finds himself being a little upset this week for not getting touches. I mean, there are a lot of teams that would love to be in a situation where you mad because you win it. However, I understand Jalen Hurts really didn't have a great showing in the second half. I mean, he only put up, he had 100 and something yards.
I don't know, but they be killing my parlays. All these quarterbacks not passing for 200 yards. I'm about to take the under on all of you.
Look, that's another conversation. But this is sports talk, and we do talk about it. As you can see, sponsored by FanDuel. Look, it's crazy. It feels like sometimes
Jalen Hurts is hurting all of my parlays, even with the W.
Yeah, even with the W.
Just take Philadelphia money line.
Quarterback.
I leave all the rest of it alone. I said that.
Hey man, it's tough. It's tough, but Baker and them, they try to do it. What they have to do is come out and not have to keep coming from behind. Each week, all season long so far, they've had to do comebacks.
He looked so good.
And they had to do comebacks.
I know.
And if they can just do that at the beginning of the game, they'd be all right. So.
And I don't know, because Baker, you're not getting any younger. You take some big hits.
Hey, man.
You stand in the pocket, you take some punishment.
Yeah.
But shout out to Baker Mayfield. Y'all didn't get the W.
Nope.
But shout out to y'all for y'all effort. The Super Bowl champions are still 4-0, which leads only 2 4-0 teams this week. But let's move on to San Francisco and Jacksonville. That was an upset as well for some people. Brock Purdy's return.
Yeah, he didn't look good.
I don't know. He covered my parlay. He did get a 2 pass touchdown.
Yeah, but he didn't. He was okay. He didn't really look good. Jacksonville actually had a strong outing, man. A strong outing.
The boy Etienne and Trevor Lawrence. Etienne, he's underrated. He's definitely underrated. That's another one if you want to try. If you can get him, I think you can get him easy and a nice trade on the fantasy football right now. But Etienne, he's a monster and he's underrated. And they put it to San Francisco and they kind of exposed San Francisco defense.
Yes, exposed like bad film.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you. Exposure.
And they got the victory late, but San Francisco battled
Travis Hunter had a big catch in that game. Shout out to Travis Hunter. He had a big catch. Lawrence looking like the quarterback that they wanted to always have.
He looked like when he started, he looked way better than what he's been looking as of late. But San Francisco, they battled back, but they still lost 26-21 as Jacksonville got the W. Now, before we get into the Baltimore-Kansas City game. Before we get into the Baltimore-Kansas City game, I'm going to skip over there and go to Chicago and Vegas. Because that turned out to be another tight game.
Listen.
Geno. Y'all lucky y'all got a running back out there.
Let me tell you.
You was stinging it up, man.
They changed his name. It is no longer Geno. It's Geno! Don't throw that.
Hey.
They changed his name.
Hey, lucky they have a running game.
Oh, my goodness.
Because
Genty's up there, and he wishes he has a quarterback who likes to throw to the team in black. Because he likes to throw to the team in white. I don't know what it is with Geno. Gino, you're going to be out of there, buddy, because the Raiders had a chance to win this game. Big special teams play. They got a blocked field goal at the end because they almost won this game.
Yeah, they supposed to win the game.
Big special teams play. Caleb Williams did not have the outing that he had the previous week.
No, but he didn't throw the game.
But he didn't lose.
He didn't throw the game. No, Swift didn't run all over the field. He made minimum yards. Mm-hmm. They did just enough to win, and that's what happened. They just won off a block. Another block field goal this week.
Yeah. How about that? It's been a lot of big special teams plays.
How about that?
Yeah.
So now to get to what they believe would be the game of the week when this season started, that is Baltimore and Kansas City. I'm gonna come right on out and say this Baltimore team has been the most unperforming and is seemingly unconfident team thus I have seen. And even though it seems like to be a mega team, they might have to break the band up if this don't work before the end of the year.
Don't they got a running back by the name of Henry? Does he play for them?
He caught it's getting cold. He caught some fumble-itis, and after that, so he's day-to-day right now.
Is that what it is?
He's day-to-day. He got fumble-itis. So now,
hey man, when the big games come, and this is what's been the problem with Lamar his whole career. Big games don't show up. This was a huge game in the early part of the season. You go up there, patty cake. He got his big time receiver back in Xavier Worthy. Looked good out there. Their defense looked like they knew everything that the Ravens was going to do. It was crazy. The game wasn't even close.
I was thinking it was 5 games, but he's been doing this for the last.
Lamar got injured supposedly, but the game was over by the time he pulled a hammy. He got a hammy or quad, I believe.
They made it look like Kansas City was rebirthed. Everything was working on Kansas City.
Yes, they clicking.
It was extremely minimum.
They waited to play Baltimore. The Ravens to come out the closet. That's crazy.
And what that does right now after San Diego's loss, and depending on what happens tonight, with the Denver Broncos, that tightens things right on up in that division.
Oh, absolutely. So but people they always got to know. Don't panic. You got to believe in patty cake. You got to believe in.
I don't believe in them.
What? I tried to tell you. But he thought he actually tell him. You had him going on 4 though.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous. I was like, come on, man, not patty caking them, man. Never, never. You know how it is.
Yeah, but they look good.
The heart of a champion is real.
They look awesome.
Heart of a champion.
They look awesome.
Heart of a champion is real.
I'll state it again. I didn't mean to disrespect them that bad. But moving on from patty caking.
The Rams.
That's what we're going at.
We got to go to the Rams.
The Rams.
Oh my goodness, the Colts and the Rams.
Danny Jones is playing lights out, playing out of his skin. Another good guy who saved a couple of my parlays.
So hold on, I know you got to get to it because the only reason they lost this game was by one gentleman on their team, the wide receiver Aiden Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that name, number 10. He had a big time.
Do not count your chickens
before
they hatch.
Absolutely. He had a big time play down the sideline, made a great play, great catch, goes down, and started to celebrate before he went in the end zone, loses it, goes out the back of the end zone.
As the rule book states, when the ball goes out the back of the end zone from the offensive player, it's a touchback for the other team.
That's the biggest. Wow, that's crazy.
One of the best catches and runs that I've seen in a minute.
And he blew it.
And it was negated.
And if I say this, let's add on this.
Work on y'all celebrations, man. Hold up, now work on y'all celebrations. Celebrate after you get all the way in the end zone. Like, everybody can't be Deion celebrating before you. Everybody's not a Deion says you don't have to celebrate before you get in the end zone.
Yeah, bump your head on the goalpost with the ball. And he had a big holding penalty, which brought back a big play that Jonathan Taylor, who had an unbelievable run, that could have won the game for him. So I know he's somewhere with his head in the sand. For all you youth football players out there, understand it. Don't celebrate till you have the game and stop holding.
They lost a heartbreaker. That was a heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker. Right? They should have won that. Coach should have won that game.
Coach should have won that game. It was a lot of.
See if it comes back to haunt him late in the season. Absolutely. That was crazy. Man, Aiden Mitchell. Remember him. So who we got next?
You already know who we got next, man.
Oh, my goodness. Talk to me.
The return of Mr. Michael Parsons.
Oh my goodness!
Our man still had, he still had all his locker room space. He still had tickets.
He went in the wrong locker room.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
saying he still had season tickets for his family.
Yeah, he had the box. He had the box.
Yeah, boxes,
Yeah, he did have a box.
But it was all about Michael Parsons' return, and I think, despite that, they didn't give enough credit or attention to who they traded for him, who the Cowboys got, and I think he got offended because he showed off as well.
Yeah, in the running game, his name? Clark.
Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark showed out.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even half the story. That was not even half the story. Without CeeDee Lamb, I thought they was done. I mean, we thought they was done. I thought the Cowboys was done.
Mm-hmm.
But Cowboys fans, being Cowboys fans, man, they stand behind Cowboys fans. That's the one thing I do respect about Cowboys fans. They do stick with their team.
And they do say when it's trash, it's trash. We did look. Listen, you got to call a spade a spade. But this game in particular, shout out.
It was more personal. I think they played harder. It was something. It was like it was something on the line.
Yes. Yeah, they played for jury.
They played for jury. It was even the way they were picking their plays. They were picking them away from Michael Parsons.
Great coaching.
Great coaching.
Offensively.
Great coach. Well, y'all don't have too much of a defense, but
that's the problem.
Y'all put together y'all little zones, and it was working for what it was working with.
Right.
But you want to close it out, man, because I don't even know how to explain how.
Well, here it is, because the game, ladies and gentlemen, ended in a tie, and that's why it's hard for people to get it out. And it was a great shootout, 40-40, how it ended in a tie. Jordan Love down the stretch, a little questionable with his decision making, that he could have possibly won that game. Didn't spike the ball. Almost ended in almost threw the ball away with 1 second left on the clock. But they were able to manage to get a field goal. There were a bunch of different parts in that game. It was a big blocked extra point that went back the other way for a 2-point.
That's what actually started the whole trend.
That's what started the whole,
because it didn't look good for the Cowboys.
Cowboys didn't look good.
It was 13. It was 13-0
early.
It's supposed to be 14-0.
Yeah,
and they blocked it and returned it back.
Made it 13-2,
and they got the 2. And from then on, it was a competitive game.
Absolutely. So, I mean, they fought. Michael Parsons really didn't play a lot of big role in this game. He did manage to make a big sack late for them to hold him to a field goal. But it's a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball.
It was a big George Pickens night. Without CeeDee Lamb, he pretty much held the Cowboys down with the receptions they needed to stay in the game and get the tie.
Yeah,
he caught a lot of big passes.
Dak Prescott, man, looked very MVP-esque in last night's game. He played an unbelievable game. He had I won't go
as far as MVP is now. I will say he played with a lot of confidence.
I mean, he played like an MVP. Listen, right now, if you look at the quarterbacks across the league, if you look at them individually playing, he's playing, as good as any quarterback you can name right now. As good as any quarterback you can name, he's been quarterback. I mean, they put up 40 points last night.
On Green Bay.
On Green Bay.
Which is supposed to be
supposed to have been a top-tier defense.
Yeah.
And every defense he's faced is supposed to have been top-tier all season. He's pretty much picked them apart. But, hey, man, it's still a long way to go. They need defense. And maybe we'll see. We won't know for a couple of years if the trade for Michael Parsons and Kenny Clark and the picks, if they'll really pan out for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, what happened last night, they broke even.
Yeah. Like
Steven.
No, they was even.
No, like that.
That's it.
They broke even.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys,
they didn't lose.
The Cowboy fans can hold their heads high.
No, not really.
I mean, high to usually.
But no,
definitely high.
It was supposed to be a blowout, though.
But they high than the Commander fans for this week.
Oh man, why you gotta mention the Commander?
I mean,
fans leave the Commander fans. That's him. He talking about y'all.
I'm just speaking.
Listen, everybody takes an L except for some reason Philly. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
It's been 365 days since Philly has lost the game.
Hey, man, they be tushing and pushing.
We still criticize them, and they still just get victories, man. I don't know, man.
And they don't necessarily all be pretty.
So, yeah, it is what it is.
But they get the W. So, again, Tuesday night, that is that's going to be the game to decide who's going to the finals. I'm talking about WNBA because we're pretty much wrapping up the NFL.
Tonight, 2 games tonight. Monday Night Football. 2 games on Monday Night Football. Yeah.
Exactly. We got the Broncos.
Yeah, your boys.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be sitting front and center for that game. What's the first game?
It's 2 of them. It's 1 at 7 and 1 at 8 o'clock.
I know. We got the 8 o'clock game.
Yeah. You got tonight?
Yeah, tonight is a 7 o'clock game.
Yeah, the Jets and Dolphins.
Yeah, Jets and Dolphins. That's a nice offense versus a nice defense.
You want to make a prediction before we go? Any predictions you want to make?
Take Tua on the under.
Exactly. Under what? Under
on the passing yards.
Passing yards.
Under on the passing yards.
Under 212. I think it said 215. 215.
Whatever they got on the app. Take him on the under.
Take the Jets under. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the Jets are going to stop all that.
Okay.
So under on the passing yards and under on the passing completions. Whatever they put up there.
Really?
If it's take it on the under.
Against the Jets.
That's what I'm thinking tonight, man.
Okay, well.
I mean, Waddle might get 4-5 passes. Tyreek Hill might get 3 passes.
I'll take H.N. for anytime touchdown. I'll take him for anytime touchdown. And I'll take, on the Bengals game, I'm going to take Chase Brown over 60.5 rushing yards. That was what I'm going to take. That's what I like. So, y'all out there, he said take the under on Tua. I personally disagree. I think he's going to be throwing that drink. I think he's going to have to get them yards. Yeah. Personally. But we'll see.
We definitely will see. I don't think the line's going to hold up for him to get any accurate completions out. And he might get some dink and dumps in, like I said.
But that's what they do. They got big time players. They got speed.
Yeah, Waddle will get about 5-6 catches.
You got Waddle, Tariq, H.N., all them dudes are fast. So if they touch it, any one of them can make home runs. So that's the only thing. That's why I say I don't know. They got him, I think, at 215.5. I think he might go over that. But you say under, we're gonna go with that.
And also Justin with Justin Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields. Oh, I like Justin Fields over 20.5 rush yards.
They got him at 187 passing yards. Take the under.
Really? You just under. They don't over. Everything's underwhelming right now.
Take the under. Take the under.
All right.
No, man. Well, thank y'all for coming out, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate
like,
y'all.
comment, and subscribe. Get somebody else to follow.
YouTube, Blockboy Sports,
Blockboy SportsTalk on YouTube. VXE101 on Instagram. Digital World Streaming Solutions on Instagram. Digital World on TikTok. Blockboy Entertainment on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We there.
We are everywhere.
We everywhere, man.
This is Blockboy SportsTalk.
You already know what it is.
Follow, comment, and subscribe. And we will be back with y'all next week.
We see y'all next week, man. Holla back. Hey, take the over.